Greetings. We'll keep this brief. I've tried 3 times to upload a video and it's just taken so long to upload. It's 27 minutes long, but the internet's gone slow. Anyway, today, 2/2/22, I had the privilege and the honour of attending a wedding. Now, to some, it will appear to be just a wedding, but it was more than just a wedding. It's symbolic of this cosmic change that we're about to go through. Let's put this in simple terms. Apologise for the noise in the background. Let's think like a child with this. Let's take a foundation stone, Lego. Now, I'm sure most parents will appreciate or have gone through the experience of stepping on Legos, and they're not exactly a good thing to build upon or to stand upon. And of course, it's a limited amount, and there's never the bit you want. And of course, you always want more. So let's get down to what matters. And again, think like a child. I don't want to read endless words that can be misconstrued. The magic would be like a pop-up book, an image that comes up before you. But I can't show you that image. But you can experience it in the mind's eye when it pops into the mind. Its images, its expressions. The other thing, going back to the Lego analogy, if you've got a limited supply and that feeling of lack, let's take example a script. Cain and Abel. Very briefly, you've got a story there of 2 brothers, one jealous of the other and turns on the other brother. And of course, they're both fearful of something external of themselves. So maybe in this twisted world, you just need to unravel that script, and maybe it'll be Canada and Abel. Let's see what comes of that. Let's see if we can untwist that script so it's not brother against a brother. It's not being subservient to anything. Now, I don't care whether you see this as a hologram, as a matrix, or as some external being. I'd rather you saw the way you should see it, internalize it, realize you are God. But it's all about the tree of life. Let's look at the tree. It fans out in earth. It fans out towards the sky. It's reaching out. It's expanding. Pluto, the mystery. Let's go to the mystery machine. Let's take Scooby-Doo, for example. What do they always say in there? Spread out and look for clues, but where are you going to look? What about the internal tree? The one I can't actually physically show you, but it is within you. And you'll find it's always a middle path, and that is in plain sight. If you go up a mountain where the air gets thin, you've got less pressure and the blood will expand, and if you come back down too quick, it's a catastrophic result. If you stay up, it's a lack of oxygen, catastrophic result. If you dive too deep, the pressure becomes enormous, and then if you come up too quick, it's a disastrous result. So you've got to walk that middle path. You've got to go with the flow on the middle path in this realm. It is all... Let's get down to what really matters, and what really matters is in the matter. And when it is in the matter, it is all subject to terms and conditions. The terms are time, and hence the urgency and the upsurge of things, and I wonder why. Thank you, Observation Deck, for pointing out what is obvious in a way. Something like the nocturnal creature, like a wombat with great big eyes. And if you were, say, living underground, you maybe wouldn't be covered in hair at all. You may sort of have quite a greyish complexion. So the conditions the Antarctic. Similar conditions would be the Alps. Like I say, take a good close look at Switzerland and neighbouring Liechtenstein, the Bright Stone. Bright Stone or Black Rock? Centre of culture. What type of culture are we talking here? A petri dish? What is being grown? But whatever way you go, whatever way you want to look at it, and it is all about perspective. It's like four gospels. It is like four artists looking at a subject. Say it's a tree again. Four different perspectives. It's all the same tree, but it'll look very different from those four perspectives. But then when you see the tree and you realise that tree is within you and you're spreading out looking for clues, the mystery is within you. It is in the intuition. What are we up to here on the time? 6 minutes, that'll do. Like I say, I want to keep this short and brief, but childlike wonder, let it pop into the mind. I see a lot of beauty coming out of today. There is an energy shift. It is an absolute wonder that is about to unfold. Some will see something and many won't. It may reveal true numbers of something else, shall we say, as to who can see and who cannot see. But you'll find it's all within oneself. And it is just like a tree. Let's take something like a horse chestnut tree. Now you've got loads of fruit of that tree, conkers. Look pretty much the same, but sufficiently different to distinguish themselves from each other, although they are all from that same tree. So imagine, well, you don't even have to imagine, because you are the God, you are the centre of the universe. But how awful and how boring it would look if the exterior shell of that horse chestnut fruit looked identical and was exactly the same. So to distinguish and add variety to it, there is distinct differences in appearance on the outer shell, because you're not that outer shell. That's just what you're contained in to move about in this realm. You're within that, and terms and conditions again. You don't want to go too high, you don't want to go too low. It's a very thin path, and finding it all in the balance between the two in the mind's eye. Anyway, I've talked long enough. Hopefully that's explained a few things. We'll start this off as a mini-series of terms and conditions. So there's your first key. There's probably 27 if I talk about it in music. We'll come to that in a future episode, as it were. So love to you all, and embrace that energy. And watch the magic of that pop-up book image appear in the mind. But just ask yourself, where did the idea come from? What is that spark? Because there is an art in everything. The beautiful game, football. Now, I'm not a lover of sports in general, let alone football, but I can appreciate there is an art in it, because there is an art in everything. It is an art spirit. It is like food, homemade food. It has a feeling, it has love put into it. You can taste the difference. Art is creativity, imagination. Feeling is put into that art. Test it for yourself. Taste it for yourself. The difference between home-cooked food made with love and with real feeling, as opposed to a microwave, ready-processed corporate meal. And I think you'll know which flavour you will prefer. Love to you all. Ta-ta for now.